running like packs of little wolves and stuff. That's the problem. They have a house built on lies. The people who are mad at you right now, calling you gay and all that stuff, they have a house built on lies. They have a mansion built on lies. What do you think happens, Shannon, when you come in there and you let people start telling their truth? Let me tell you, if I have a house built on lies and somebody comes in there and starts telling the truth, I have a problem. And that's why they have a problem with you. It has nothing to do with your success. It has to do with the fact that your success threatens their success. And they coming, and they're not going to stop coming. They are going to keep coming for you because you have allowed people to air out their grievances in a way that is honest and makes sense, and you don't interrupt them, and you don't make them feel bad. You don't make them feel diminished. You don't tell them that the problem is them. They don't know how to negotiate. You just give them an ear. You just let them air out stuff. And so people who come in and say, well, he's messy. Messy how? He's just letting people tell their story. You told your story on his couch, or you told your story over here. Why they can't come on the sofa and tell their story? Why are you threatened by their story? See, Shannon, the problem is the truth. The problem that they have with you is that you don't have a problem with the truth. The problem that they have with you is that you don't run in that clique. The problem that they have with you is you your own person. So the jokes they got to come make is, oh, he gay. Let me tell you something. I ain't never seen so many allegedly heterosexual men go around talking about booty, 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 busty, busty. Like, what is there in the world? Even if he was and he says he's not, I'm saying that, but what in the world is wrong? What is this obsession that y'all have? Even if he was, what does that got to do with you and the interview? Well, because that's how you get people to turn off. That's how you get people to turn off. Let me tell you something. You can go back all the way spiritually. You can go back to the Bible. And Pontius Pilate said, hey, y'all sure y'all want to kill Jesus? And somebody said this on the show one day. He turned to the elders and said, y'all sure y'all want to kill him? Even I feel funny about this. And they said, yeah, we want him. Truth tellers have always had a bad way. If you were just winning, if you were still just winning and saying black excellence and I can do it, you can do it, and you were not giving people a space to tell their truth, nobody would have a problem with you. Nobody would have a problem with you. So you have to understand that. That's the first thing that you have to understand. Now, I want to go to something else really quickly because And we can come back to that at some kind of point, but I want to make sure everybody. I just want to make sure everybody understands that's why everybody's going at Shannon right now. All of that sexuality stuff that they're saying about him. You heard some little stuff on the blogs because of his stylist, but you never heard as much as you hear now. You got a whole grown man. What he at? You got a whole grown man in his bed doing a video like let me tell you. Too many of these comedians are allowed to be what I call second childhood Negroes. You all are living your second childhood. That's not even the right pose for a Negro who's 53 years old doing the video. And you're going to say, yeah, he's just trying to get, let me tell you. He's just trying to get on your show, Shannon. Why you mad at him? He already told you, I'm just mad I wasn't mentioned. I'm just trying to get in there. These are second generation childhood. They on their second childhood. They might have a third. That is what he's doing. You can't be mad at somebody, Shannon, that wants your shine. You cannot be mad at that. This Negro ain't grown. He got gray hair with the phone on his stomach. At what are you doing? And then let me tell you, the problem is morality. The problem with a lot of people who get kicked out of these spaces, these black excellence, black Hollywood spaces, part of the reason a lot of these people get kicked out of these spaces and they don't want to be because they don't believe in morality. So he says he says, well, Shannon asked me to be on the show, and he asked me. Wait a minute. Then Shannon Sharpe says, I have the DMs. You asked me to be on the show. I didn't ask you. And he said, yeah, well, I asked you to be on the show because my name came up. Well, then say that, you lying Negro. Don't say he asked me. Don't lie. See, a lot of people lie because they know or they think in this black Hollywood space, they know or they think the lie ain't going to be picked up on. Or because I lied, you're going to have me on the show. That's who these people are. So if you are moral, we think it's just white Hollywood making people put on the dress. That's part of it. But there's another part of it that is these people are immoral too. So if you are a moral person who believes in telling the truth and doing the right thing in this space of Negroes, you are going to have a problem. These are second generation children. They're on their second childhood. So if you are an adult around these people, listen, Mike Epps don't even tell jokes on stage. Y'all seen his stuff on stage? He don't tell jokes. He get on stage and have a conversation because it's low expectations. He get on stage and have a conversation. Well, I tell you, another thing I saw a lady with a wooden leg. What, y'all ever seen her with a wooden leg? And then he bump his microphone. That's not comedy. And that's why they make these jokes. A lot of these people making these jokes haven't done a new comedy set in 20 years. They still telling the same joke they told 10 years ago. So yes, I'm gonna talk about how he came. That's it. Shannon, that's it. But let's go back up for a second because, last show, I mentioned something. And, I wanna get back to it. Because last show, I mentioned something. I mentioned Kevin Hart's manager. And I said, Kevin Hart's manager, for those of you all who remember, I said, Kevin Hart's manager called Monique and said, we don't want nothing to do with Monique, right?